Hello and welcome to an edition of Sererra Decide Vendor Selection. Why does it make sense to purchase an ERP system now, especially in this economy? While small to medium-sized companies operate environments equally as complex as those of larger enterprises, which means their technology needs are no less complex. According to a recent report measuring the ROI of ERP in small to medium-sized businesses by the Aberdeen Group, ERP is a necessary infrastructure for these companies. Aberdeen Vice President indicates a well-managed ERP implementation can be a continuing source of cost savings and operational improvements, which help companies survive and thrive to these troubled economic times. While ERP implementations require concentrated resources and often a culture shift within an organization, the current economy opens the door for small to medium-sized businesses to leverage more internal and external resources to get the job done. For small to medium-sized businesses that are still operating with manual or multiple databases or dated software that hampers their ability to compete, the right ERP system can easily improve a company's growth, performance, operational efficiencies. So you ask yourself how to find the right ERP system. There are hundreds of ERP solutions from which to choose. So small to medium-sized businesses must weigh their options carefully. Small to medium-sized firms need to avoid an isolated mindset and instead think in terms of packaged solutions that can deliver depth in a modular architecture. Not disparate systems that do not talk to each other. You will encounter more problems and less productivity in trying to match up disparate systems versus an integrated solution. Think about it. It's really common sense, and it's not really rocket science. Additionally, you'll need to look at an ERP solution that automates non-value added activities, deliver a predictable low total cost of ownership, and offer long-term technology strategies that will carry forward for years. So here are 5 steps for you to follow. Finding the right ERP system can be attributed to a process of preparation, implementation, continuous assessment. For small to medium-sized businesses looking to invest in a new ERP package, this is where the process is. So number 1, you will need to define your strategy. What do I mean by this? You should first define your strategy by looking at current business operations, your processes, your workflows, your procedures and policies, your requirements, and determine future needs based on how you want your business to run. So what you're doing today may change tomorrow. How quickly can your ERP system adapt? So look at your communication goals with respect to industry-specific needs and budget constraints. Number 2, develop a thorough vendor selection process. Consider vendors in light of the business requirements, goals, and strategies. These are outlined in number 1. A vendor's success in the marketplace, as well as the depth and involvement of its user group, are also important factors that provide assurance of long-term viability. Other points to consider include whether the vendor supports global operations, the pace at which the vendor involves new technology, the vendor's level of industry-specific expertise, the level of implementation support offered, and whether the system is easy to manage, if it's cost-effective and accessible. Nothing is more critical in a selection process than talking with referrals. Number 3, define an implementation plan. Once you've selected a vendor, now it's time to define an implementation plan. Begin by establishing system design and implementation processes. This is where you will need to establish your roles, your committees, your teams, assign tasks, available resources. Your vendor will help you during this implementation phase for smooth sailing. Number 4, implementation must allow for flexibility, but it is best to stay focused on the intended goal and question whether a proposed changes are support that effort. And lastly, number 5, continuous improvement. ERP is not a set it and forget it. You will continuously assess when necessary to determine whether you are hitting your goals, your pain points, and objectives. Given that ERP implementations involves a significant investment in time and also resources, It may be tempting to put it on hold until the economy improves. However, as demand slows, freeing capacity and resources, it creates the perfect opportunity for you as a small to medium-sized company to invest in ERP. The return of investment in terms of cost savings and improved operations can be significant and actually help you prosper while your competition falters in economic uncertainty. Using a proprietary Decide ERP selection process, Sererra will help you find the ERP solution that best fits your budget, your time frame, the industry, technology, infrastructure, and operational needs. There are many aspects of evaluating selection and deploying an ERP solution. Our methods at Sererra and tools are highly validated and are tuned for use in a particular selection project. So contact us today and speak to one of our consultants for more information on ERP selection. Thank you. Have a good day.